All right, so we got the Raptor Marines explained by an Australian. Let's go. Let's get right to it.
G'day guys and gal. Although the warfare in Warhammer 40k is thousands of years ahead of our own modern day era, they seem to have regressed in a lot of ways. Mainly everyone's complete lack of camouflage. It seems like people are either dressed up as fluoro Power Rangers and make for extremely obvious targets, or they have extremely advanced and expensive invisibility devices. No one seems to repaint their armor or clothing to match their environment and get at least some camouflage, other than a few guardsmen, but especially not the Space Marines. However, there is one chapter that ignores this strange unspoken rule and will actively camo their armor, engage in highly tactical, low-risk engagements, and are overall some of the most reasonable and common sense Marines in the setting. No, I'm not talking about the homebrew reasonable Marines, I'm talking about the Raptors, who are more or less the same thing.
Okay, all right, hold up, yo. I thought he was about to say the Salamanders, like you know, if he's talking about like, you know, common sense, you know, people, you know, who are smart and, you know, people who utilize, you know, like their strength and stuff like that. I thought he was about to talk about the Ryloranders. I didn't know he was about to, you know, start hating. Who are these guys? I mean, I guess we're about to learn about them. But wow. Listen, hey, yo, come on, let's be honest. I don't want nobody to lie right now. If you're watching this, keep it real. Didn't you think he's like, you know, he was talking about the Salamanders, right? Right? He was talking about the. Oh, he wasn't. Play the video. Stop. Okay, you sure you want to stop? Stop. Okay, I'll stop talking.
Before we get started, we have not one, but two new major mini models going live right now. That is below. Today we'll go over the Raptor Space Marine chapter, detailing their origins, their unique battle doctrine, and some of their best moments. Let's get into it. When the Horus Heresy broke out, the Raven Guard got fucked in the ass extremely hard.
Now, yo, Majorkill. We've been letting it slide, you know, for a couple times, yo. Boy, they got what in the what? For how long? This is what we doing in 2025?
They were a legion that specialized in spec ops, stealth and infiltration missions, yet they started the heresy off by getting spit roasted in an open battlefield, losing over 90% of their legion.
Oh, make sure you guys follow my socials down below. Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at the bottom of the screen if you guys need like visual help. But if you guys actually want to be easy, just click the link in the description down below. Let's go.
Despite this, they actually fared the best out of all the loyalists present, with Corvus leading a breakout and getting a couple thousand of his sons clear of the battlefield. From here, the Raven Guard did what they could, using their much reduced legion to great effect to harry the traitor supply.
Hey, I remember this guy. He's the turn around and die. He's going through like his emo phase, right? I remember this guy.
Lines and delay their progress to
He
terror.
looks kind of cool.
It was during these small campaigns that the idea of the effectiveness of multiple independent Space Marine chapters compared to the effectiveness of one large Space Marine legion was born, as the Raven Guard managed to achieve a lot despite their losses. A lot of these Raven Guard would become extremely practical and conservative, literally unable to afford any more excessive losses. When the heresy ended, these incredibly practical Raven Guard were formed into the Raptor chapter, being a second founding chapter, making them almost as old as the Imperium itself. They were also incredibly mistrusting of others owing to the Isfahan drop site massacre, so they kept a lot of their chapter's structure and strength hidden, even from other Imperial forces. They were originally a fleet-based chapter and distinguished themselves in the scouring, hunting down a lot of traitors and using their more practical and tactical battle doctrines to great effect.
Okay, so listen, I know their entire style. Majorkill, he really didn't even say none yet. He didn't even break down like their type of like style and stuff like that. I'm about to break it down. Yo, now obviously these guys, they use like camouflage stuff like that, right? So obviously step number one, they use stealth a lot. They use stealth, which I'm gonna be honest with you, that's respectable. You know, every style is a little different. We're not gonna sit here and be like, oh well, you know, everybody has to, you know, be running into the battlefield, you know, just hitting themselves, you know, with their own weapons and scream wow. Like, bro, people who do that, bro, those guys are meatheads. But at the end of the day, they're like stealthy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like the stealth type. Bro, I wish Vulcan was more of a stealth type. Yo, if Vulcan was a stealth type, bro, I wish Vulcan could like create like his own sniper and like his own guns and stuff like that. Because we all know my sweet glorious king, you know, Vulcan, he don't really use weapons like that. I mean, he don't really use like, you know, like guns or nothing. He actually use like, you know, he has like his own hammer and stuff like that. He used like his hands. He of course, you know, he got his flamethrower, to burn some things. I just wish that, you know, sometimes Vulcan can actually, you know, just create like a weapon of some sort, you know, to really, you know, Swiss cheese somebody. But maybe that's just me.
They're so anti the usual pump and show of normal Space Marine warfare that it's not even known what their battle cry is or if they even have one, as all a battle cry really does is announce yourself to the enemy. For their efforts.
Facts. Yo, I just know that. Yo, imagine like, you know, listen, because obviously my salamanders, we pull up in Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all types of stuff. Yo, the other squad, they pull up in scooters. Listen, imagine like you pull up to the battlefield, right? You know, we all like, all right, man, where y'all at? And like all you hear is we over here and they over there. Bro, y'all could have just they could have caught him off guard. Why do y'all gotta like announce y'all? What is this? They're over there. Ah! What you screaming for? Bro, you're like 1,000 yards away. Y'all still screaming by the time y'all closing in. Bro, you don't even have to say nothing. All right, bro, let it start. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If me and my squad, which is obviously the Salamanders, bro, if me and the Salamanders, if we're going to war with somebody, whatever, bro, I promise you, this is what we're doing, bro. If they don't see us yet, bro, forget, I don't want Vulcan to stand up and and hit the Caesar. I don't want nobody to do nothing. I want it to be silence, bro. I want them to be looking bewildered. I want them to be looking, bro, what's the word? I just learned this word yesterday. Perplexed. Like I want them to be looking like confused, bro. Bro, listen. As soon as they like, yo, man, where are they? I can't see them. Skadoos. Bro, Vulcan gonna have the one dude, bro, singing, bro, counting sheep out there, bro. I promise you, bro. That's how it's gonna be. Maybe that's just me or whatever, bro. But listen, we're not screaming no war cry. We're not screaming like, oh, we're over here. No, we're not saying nothing, bro. We're sneaking up on them like some real, bro. I promise you, bro. Listen. I'm gonna come through, bro. I'm bouncing on my tippy toes, bro. I want us to be crawling on the ground like it's a Call of Duty mission, bro. I swear to God, as long as we're undetected, bro, we're good. We don't gotta announce ourselves, bro. Who do you think bro? Come on, bro. Like
the Scouring, they were given their own homeworld to conduct their operations from. However, there was almost no law about them after the Scouring until about the 35th millennium, when their homeworld was invaded by chaos and destroyed during one of the Black Crusades, as their homeworld was positioned quite close to the Eye of Terror. The chapter was believed to have been annihilated, with no sighting them for nearly 2,000 years. However, it appears that at least one ship escaped the loss of their homeworld with a couple Raptors on board, also including a bit of gene seed and at least one apothecary. These handful of survivors spent those 2,000 years completely rebuilding their chapter to full strength, not getting drawn into any conflicts in the process. They knew that the most practical thing to do would be to forego any glory and focus on rebuilding, so that is what they did. With their chapter back in action, they were given the strange task of blockading the Orgio system. We don't know exactly why, but soon after this, the entire system's human populace vanished and the Raptors moved on. Many Inquisitors have attempted to discover what actually happened, only for them to vanish as well. Some things are better left alone. Next up is the Susseline campaign, where the Raptors had the honor of fighting side by side with the Dark Angels, Skullbearers, and Red Wolves. They were tasked with putting down a massive Imperial uprising, where a number of foolish citizens started believing in disgusting concepts like democracy and equality. Ugh. The Raptors were used to great effect against the rebels, using guardsmen as decoys while they deployed strike teams to wipe out rebel leader elements. The fighting was brutal and the war was brought to a swift end. With the Raptors being shown as steadfast and effective against Imperial rebel forces, they are one of the chapters chosen to fight in the Bad-Dab War, where the Astral Claws led a rebellion against the Imperium and gathered a few other chapters, like the Mantis Warriors and Lamenters, to their cause. The Raptors are highly effective here once again, countering the Mantis Warriors' excellent ambush and
I'm gonna be real. Yo, wait a minute. Why is this like my first time seeing this? Who put this on him? Hey, whoever put this on him, bro. Yo, you need to get they need you in Paris, bro. This is fashionable. Listen, here's what I would have did, cause y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for any fashion tips or nothing like that. I know y'all be walking outside dressed like Johnny Test and stuff like that. Listen, I understand, bro. Fashion's not for everybody. You can't really chase fashion. Fashion chases you, right? Yo, look, listen. This right here, see, this is what you call just drip. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really, I like these guys' style a lot. I'm not a hater or nothing like that, but I like their style a lot, fighting style, whatever. See, this hood right here, is definitely fire. It's definitely fire. See, but what I would have did is I would have had like a big jacket or like coat or whatever, and I would have had a bunch of these on it right there, because obviously he's wearing this for camouflage purposes. He wouldn't wear this for drip. Bro, he wouldn't know drip if it slapped him in the face. This right here, bro. Listen, what I would have did is, bro, I definitely would have had I don't know. I feel like they got the hoodies on, whatever. They got to take these hoodies off, if I'm being honest with you. This right here, they could definitely keep this on. I think what I would have right here, I would definitely have what's his name? The Jalen Rose. I have the Jalen Rose, I have a white fade. I'll have a white haircut fade, low fade right here. because obviously he's bald head. I'll have like a white fade right here, right? So by the time I lay down, like whenever like we really squatting down and laying down, I would like a bro. I would like a cloud, like but that's like on the ground or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all seen the vision or what? Y'all not seeing the vision? Let me break it down for you simpleton fashion fans out there. So what I would do is right. How I would break this down was I'll get like more of these and I'll put them around my body, right? You know, first of all, pause. It like you know. Like he'll have a tutu on. I'm pretty sure he don't want to see. He don't want to, do that, whatever. But listen, he's walking in line, right? So listen, I'll cover my entire body with these on, right? And then I'll have like the Jalen Rose white haircut. And then so as I'm camouflaging, as I'm laying down or whatever, they're like, "Yo, what's that white thing? What's that big white thing?" Oh, that's nothing. It must be like it must be like they're dandelions on this planet or whatever. Because obviously, like they're going to different planets. And so, when everybody look at them, they're gonna wave it off. They're gonna, that's nothing. That's nothing. Yo, what is that thing? They're gonna LeBron it. They're gonna be like, yo, what is that? Right? And then yo. And then he go, yo, what's what? And then guess what? I'm gonna disappear like magic. Right? And then I'm gonna move. And then, bro, the whole team gonna be dressed like this, by the way. All you're gonna see is a bunch of white spots on the ground. And then we all gonna pop up and just Swiss cheese everybody. See, that's what I would do. But maybe I'm just you see, maybe like you fashion simpletons out there, you wouldn't even understand it, but it's okay. It's okay.
Sabotage strategies and been integral in the
Did y'all get what I was saying, by the way, or no?
overall victory for the Imperium, although they did suffer a lot of casualties. Now I've kind of just told you the Raptors are tactical and resourceful, but I haven't really shown you. Well, that changes now, as once when they were on the way to a war zone against the Orcs, the warp fucked them over as it often does, and it spat them out on a horrific death world. They crash landed and they were stuck on a world whose biosphere was so horrific that it was said to survive more than an hour was an achievement into itself. The air was so thick it couldn't be breathed, the world was full of massive carnivores, and overall it was just a bad time. However, the Raptors were made for a bad time, hence their tech marines modified their breathing grills to be able to process the thick air.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is hard. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, whoever created this, you deserve like an extra $20 an hour. That's hard.
And they also managed to fend off the predators for 7 years until they were rescued. The Raptors are known to thrive in jungle warfare, with their primary camouflage being designed for it.
That's
so
hard.
if there was anyone that could have survived this, it was them. The Raptors were also present during the Third War for Armageddon, and true to their skills, they were deployed in the dense jungles of Armageddon, alongside the Catachan jungle fighters to take on the Orcs. Any jungle Orcs suffered greatly that day. Taking on both the Raptors and the Catachan jungle fighters in jungle warfare is like getting fucked in the ass by Shaquille O'Neal while getting face fucked by Willem Dafoe.
What are you talking about? Yo, what's Shaq got to do with this? What are we talking about? Yo, what does Shaquille? What does Big Daddy Diesel got to? Yo, what does Diesel got to do with this?
Even when the Raptors don't win, they make sure to minimize their losses and the overall loss itself. During the Taros campaign, when the Imperium fought against the Tau Empire in the Taros system, after the Tau had absorbed it into their own, the Raptors were deployed and were essentially taking out numerous planetary defenses and allowing the Imperials to land in mass. After a hard-fought campaign, the Imperium decided to retreat, with the Raptors acting as a rearguard and helping the Imperium's armies get off world as easily and bloodlessly as possible. That brings us to the modern setting. What are the Raptors up to now? Well, they have been very busy, as when G-Man began his Indominus Crusade, the Raptors were nearby and were one of the first chapters to respond. Guilliman saw them as a massive asset to act as scouts and pathfinders for the Indominus Crusade, flying ahead and highlighting targets that G-Man and his armada could clean up. That doesn't mean they didn't get their hands dirty. During this, they fought against the Eldar Corsairs, with the Raptor chapter master Leas Isidon personally slaying the Corsair leader. They also took on a traitor Night House and assassinated 7 of their Knight pilots while they were outside of their war mechs, which is a significantly more practical way to take out a Knight. They've also fought off the Dark Eldar, Chaos Space Marines, Orcs, and are now in a brutal and costly conflict with the Crusade of Slaughter, which is more or less just a bunch of really angry world eaters. As a fun note, when the Raptors fought side by side with the Black Templars, the two contrasting forces got along extremely well, as the Raptors' lack of front line and melee strength was filled in by the men of the Weaponized Autism chapter, whilst the Black Templars' lack of common sense was filled in nicely by the Raptors. At some point, the Raptors were also given a new homeworld called Tarangast. However, they won't tell anyone where it is because they're sick of getting their shit destroyed, which is fair enough. The Raptors, despite their practicality, have pretty unstable gene seed, which means it takes ages for them to replenish recruits. Thus, the 2,000-year time it took to rebuild as opposed to the usual couple couple centuries. As such, they also have 3 recruitment worlds alongside their home world that they're constantly combing through for viable candidates. Unlike the Raven Guard, who like to use their stealth to get up close and personal, the Raptors prefer to fight their wars from range, enjoying the use of camouflage and sniper rifles as opposed to jetpacks and power claws.
That makes sense.
Raptors are also heavily encouraged and trained to be independent, with small squads having a ton of independence and authority to execute.
Wait. Are these? Oh no, they're not my guys.
Their mission as they see fit. Raptors would much rather deploy 5 squads of 5
I thought those were my guys.
than one force of 25 Raptors with a strict objective. Due to the nature of their battle doctrines, the Raptors have significant strengths and weaknesses, which they deal with by choosing who they fight. As they are practical, they excel against enemies that follow the general laws of science and physics. This is why they're so good at putting down rebels, fighting other space marines, fighting Eldar raiders, or going up against the Tau. It's also why they don't like fighting demons, Necrons, or anyone who doesn't play by the rules. Their war against the Crusade of Slaughter is an interesting one, since they would have no issue luring the Berserkers into ambushes and kill zones, however would also eat a lot of shit if the World Eaters came within melee range, as Raptors are not known for their melee abilities. Although their colours are a jungle camo green, they are more than happy to modify it to suit other war zones, such as a
That's hard. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's actually hard. Yo, these guys are definitely, okay, I can't lie to you, I kind of like these guys, yo.
A camo, a snow camo, a grayscale camo, and so on.
See, I told y'all with the white, if it was snowing, with the white, I said that earlier, right? Then I said, like, whenever it's snowing, you can just camouflage with the white. I said that, right? I didn't say that. Ooh, I'm lying. I'm capping. Stop lying. Okay.
Basically, they give zero fucks about their armor color, so as long as it's practical and works for them. Funnily enough, this wasn't always the case. In very early lore, the Raptors' color scheme was a very loud and obnoxious yellow and blue. It's unclear if this is still canon or if they swapped it to more practical camouflage colors after.
Ew, that's so ugly. Yo, listen, I'm not Brad Pitt. I don't really like to judge people, for being ugly, whatever, or anybody's uniform for being ugly. But that is nasty. That is absolutely diabolically just horror, like, bro, horrific, nasty, ugly, stank, just ugly. That color wave is doo-doo berry. That'll like a, what does it look like? That'll like a, that'll like a popsicle out the hood. Like that'll like. If you stop an ice cream truck and you like, just give me anything, it look like he'll just whip this out. Like, this is nasty looking. Now, this thing right here, man, it look like he got some type of sickness. Like, he just woke up in the middle of the woods or something like that, Like, he just got bit up all the way up. Oh my goodness, this is nasty looking.
They were nearly annihilated.
They both ugly. Oh my god.
One time after the scouring, but either way, I'm glad they've now gone for the camo scheme. Ironically, the Raptors picking the most practical, low-key, and invisible armor
I like this.
makes them stand out the most amongst all loyalist chapters because of how unusual it is. Now, a lot of you may have heard of the meme-based homebrew chapter, the Reasonable Marines. These guys are basically the Raptors, but in a more comical sense. They too wear camouflage, prefer long-range weaponry and snipers, don't like getting into melee fights with World Eaters, and are happy to retreat if shit goes south. Last stands may seem cool, but with how hard it is to actually make Space Marines, they often just end up being a bit of a waste. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then
shout out to my boy, man, Majorkill for the video. Make sure you guys follow my socials down below, preferably my Twitch, and I'm gonna see y'all later for the next time out, and peace out.